Do it.
1, 2.
All right, there it is.
What is up, everybody? You know what time it is. Like Richard always says, you know what time it is. Well, tonight,
You know what we're doing?
you know what we're doing? We're doing the Fishing with Stoney podcast. It is Monday, 7 o'clock, and we have a guest that just decided to show up today. I told him he has an open invitation, and sure enough, he shows up as an open invitation.
Yep.
Well, welcome to our first live feed. If we did this right, it should be going live to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I haven't logged into YouTube to see it, but I do see it on Facebook. We're welcome to join. We're trying to make this easy for people.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't figure out the Zoom thing, and so if you want to participate, I'm not sure how to make that happen. We know we're live, we know what's out there, but to participate in this, we'll have to figure that out. I don't know if Eric brings you in or how that works, but he's looking at comments. Feel free to add comments.
Yep.
So I'm going to jump right into it. So who's fishing and who's catching? This weekend, I went fishing.
I didn't even go fishing.
You didn't even fish. Richard, you go fishing?
I did not go fishing this weekend. I did not.
Okay, so I'm the only one that went fishing on the weekend.
I went during the week
Yeah,
though.
where'd you go?
There you go.
I went bass fishing out there at the California Delta. I did a little punching for a couple of days during the week when there's no traffic out there, and had some success, a little bit of success. I was excited until I ran a little short on some tungsten weights, and I had to pack it up a couple hours early, so I was a little disappointing, but I had a good time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I golfed over the weekend, so.
All right. What about you? What'd you do?
I did honeydews and honey don'ts.
Honeydews.
Don't touch that.
Yeah, just kind of stuck around the house this weekend, getting stuff done. Got the new garage showing up at the end of the month, so I'll have me a nice little work area now. I can be a little more productive with doing the Mayhew Maker stuff. Have me a nice little work area to do that now.
Well, I do have a Mayhew Maker story we're going to talk about here in a minute. I'm multitasking, so keep talking. I'm trying to share this across sites right now.
I wanted to go to Mendocino to do some scouting, but it wasn't in the cards.
We were thinking of doing the same thing next weekend, but I don't know. I'm thinking we're just going to Hail Mary it, wing it. I did talk to Jake today.
Okay.
Water level is way low. It's pretty muddy because it's dropping pretty quick. So it's going to be
whole plan.
It's going to be low water.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it out.
I really got to go up there.
Hold on. What's up? Look, I'm taking a call. We were just live, Ken, on Facebook. The Papa Ken's calling. Yep.
You're not going through Zoom anymore?
Nope. Here we go. Look. See, all these guys who can't figure out Zoom, the one guy that can. Why aren't we on Zoom? But we're just live on Facebook. You should be able to check it out. Let us know how it works.
All right, dude.
All right, thanks. There you go. I'm just trying to share this across platforms and what have you. But
hey, and if at all, if we could even do that, maybe if somebody has questions and can't figure it out, they can just call in.
Just call in. Call my phone.
Everybody's got your number.
Everybody and their mother. Just don't find it in the bathroom wall at 76. But
I'm gonna try to go up 17 Thursday.
Okay.
The day before, and will probably Wednesday stop at do Clear Lake and get the real feel.
The real feel of some big fish.
And then go out to Mendocino and take a nap.
Chase those small little fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
So we have, I think, 13 teams registered now. So registration still is open.
Yep.
Go on to the Catfish Bash page. You can find all the registration information. If you have any questions, put them in the comments or reach out, what have you. Reach out to me, reach out to Jake. One big change that, stir up a few comments is we are doing 6 fish. Whether you've got to catch 3, catch 6, catch 10, I don't care. Put 20 fish on it. We're going to go catch as many fish as we can. We have to catch 6. So hopefully we can do that. And
you have to catch 3.
Yeah. 3. We only caught 2 last time. So
6 is, that's a feat out there.
It is.
And shout out to the anglers who did catch the fish out there. We think we know it. Until the hours start just running by and you got nothing. You're not even getting a bite. So shout out to the guys who did catch them.
Well, the way I look at it this time of year, though, that lake's shrinking. I mean, the lake's only so big.
Right, we're gonna be on top of each other.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so get ready for catfish wars information.
Yep. Yep.
It's gonna be a good one. Now,
Yeah.
hate it, like it, whatever you want it. It is what it is. We're gonna fish it. We're gonna give it hell. We're gonna hopefully do well.
Yeah.
Yep.
But next year, I think all the bashes are on Clear Lake, so
Yeah.
no more, venturing out. We tested a few things this year. There was a lot of things we tested out with rules and things like that. I think going into next year, things will calm down quite a bit. We've got a little bit of a rhythm. We kind of know what people like, what they don't like, and one thing we're still going to push is just a family-friendly environment. And you act a fool, you'll be watching from the sidelines. But anyway, we did go fishing this weekend. We went to Anthony and I switched things up to striper fishing. Everybody's still on the salmon, fever. But the river is still catching a lot of salmon. There's some, I guess the American River is open in some spots. Darren, you had some questions.
Yeah, I was kind of tripping because when I come here, I drive across the American River there on the Sunrise Bridge there. And I saw four boats upstream. There was probably 6 to 8 guys on the walk bridge downstream from Sunrise. And there was probably 4 guys further down waded out in the river fishing. So from what I was understood, the salmon fishing was only open up to Ansel Hoffman Park. So I don't know if those people are salmon fishing or what. Because
the government shut down, so that means the game wardens are now, so they could be very well salmon fishing. Who knows?
Game wardens are still state though.
They could be. They're still state. They're working.
It's just if a salmon, that's kind of. I wish I'd have known that sooner because now it's getting almost so close. It says, from what I could see, it looks like it closes on the 15th of October up here in the American River.
I got to get out and do some striper fishing. I missed this whole window, and when I keep up with it to the extent where if guys let me know that it's happening and they want to go out, I'll go.
It's just starting.
But it's just starting. So
it's just starting on the river, at least on the river. Right? I'm seeing a lot of guys catching things in the Delta, so it is starting to heat up.
Okay.
And I fished this upper river till I've caught them on Christmas Day,
okay.
Christmas Eve.
So when I was out there bass fishing, and I don't really wear shades or any kind of, but I had some, and I saw.
Yeah.
I was like, they weren't small.
Yeah.
They were not small. So and I had an inkling to just start trolling. With some gear, but I didn't. So I know me and Roman got to get out there, and I know last year we had major success, and I only go in one spot. And I told you about that before, right by the house. I just go a little circle, and we have a good time. So I guess it's time for me to get out there.
Yeah,
it is. It's fun. We definitely switched some gears to do some of that striper fishing, and we didn't catch big this weekend. We had a plan like we did the previous weekend. We had a plan to go get a pike minnow, get a big old striper, and we achieved it. It was Anthony got a nice one. We got our pike minnow, caught a ton of little catfish again, and we just didn't get the big, mama that we were looking for. But we had a great time until we got off the water. We get off the water.
Yeah.
So they go to load the boat up just like we do every time. Anthony backs the trailer in. I put the boat on the trailer and. We go to strap everything up, and Anthony's all, is this a different trailer? And I'm like, that's an odd question. I mean, it's the same trailer I always had. Well, the boat was about 3 or 4 inches up further than it normally is. And he couldn't get the back straps on, couldn't get the engine mount thing. He's like, dude, something's wrong. And I'm like, that is weird. So I go to the front of the trailer. Well, the arm that, your arm or your boat goes into, thing cracked. It's like bent over. I'm like, oh my God. When did this happen, right? So I'm like, how am I getting home, right? I mean, that's what holds your trailer. I mean, that's what holds your boat on right there. And that thing is cracked in half. And so we're kind of assessed. We put it back in the water, pulled the boat back a little bit, and then kind of got it all situated. So at least it looked good. Right. But in my head, I know there's a big old crack in there, and it's not stable.
Well, we don't call that a crack. It's broken.
It's broken. It's broken.
That's broken.
So I believe what happened is you guys that follow me is sometime last year when my truck was in for service, the dealer ended up damaging it, and they had to fix it. So they gave me a brand new Toyota Tacoma as a loaner, and so I'm coming back from Clear Lake and dropped Anthony off at that little gas station there at 20 and 5, and get back on the freeway, and some lady decides to get off she was coming off the freeway, and it looked like she was just going straight across. I don't even know why she was going straight across, but she didn't wait for the cross traffic to stop. She just decided to go.
Yeah.
Well, here I am towing the boat and freaking T-boned her, totally totaled her car, messed up the brand new Tacoma.
Yeah.
But, you know, all I'm cared about is my boat, right?
Right,
Well,
right.
the boat did move up on the trailer about 2 inches.
Yep.
Well, I believe that's probably when that plate cracked, was in that accident. And it's almost been a year. So over a year, I've been driving
I probably had
around.
a fracture in it.
And I didn't realize that till Ken said, "Hey, Sonny, look at that picture. There's rust in that crack." I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's true." So it didn't just happen. It's been like that for a while.
Yeah.
But luckily, I have a gentleman, Darren, who's on our podcast. My co-host runs Mayhew Makers, which doesn't just make cool skegs for your trolling motor that stabilize in the wind, but they do complete
Yeah.
metal fabrication. Darren,
Yep.
what do you guys do? What do you do to help
We'll
me?
get that fixed up, and it'll, we're gonna pull that piece off there, and we'll cut that broken one off and put a whole new one on there. I'm gonna put a little bit thicker plate on there this time. Well, that way you can put a little bigger brace in the front and make it better than it was before. That's just what I do. I try and make it better.
Make
Are you
it
gonna have? Are you gonna do the bolt type, or are you gonna weld it on there?
I'll probably still do the bolt.
the bolts in
Yeah.
there. You just got to
Yeah.
make a bigger plate.
Yeah, just gonna make a thicker plate
Okay.
and make it a little bit longer so we can put the brace in the front on it. So when Stoney likes to ram the boat up on the trailer, it's not gonna.
So I'm gonna have Darren. I talked to Darren earlier about that too. So he's gonna be doing a little work on my boat as well.
Yeah.
To even out my drive on my boat. If anybody's ever been behind me, I get the guys always say, "Why is your boat leaning to the side?" Well,
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff in the boat. So.
A lot of weight.
Yeah.
Not me. Wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of aluminum
Yeah.
work on your boat and get
Yeah.
you some locks on there so you can put the stabilizers on.
yeah, that's gonna be a fun little project.
So if you need any boat repair, fabrication, something cool added, or a tower put on your boat for rods or lights, or
Yep. Yep.
give Mayhew Makers. Go on my website, oldfartsfishing.com. There's a tab that says resources, but there's also a tab that says Mayhew Makers. Go there, you'll get Darren's email, his phone number, everything is there. Reach out to him. Tell him what you want done, whether you want a skig for your trolling motor or something else.
And I'll tell you the honest to God truth, the easiest way to get hold of me is either text me or give me a phone call and leave a message because I will call you back.
Yeah, I emailed him months ago. I still don't get a response. Yeah.
I have some guys out there who you send them an email. Dude, I sent an email. I was like, I don't check my emails.
My biggest problem with my email is I got a work email too that I'm constantly looking at, and I get tired of looking at emails.
Yeah. No,
Registration for my boat came in. Don't forget your little muscle stickers. It does not come automatically with your registration.
No.
You got to do this separately. So
Yeah.
I did this last week. I got this in 5 days. It came pretty
Yep.
quick. Registration still hasn't come in yet. But
And they're going to charge you, what is it, 16 bucks?
it was
Yeah,
16 bucks.
16 bucks for these little stickers here, and they don't have any muscle stations in any of the damn lakes. Where's that money going?
yeah. Well, my registration just came. Actually, it just came in the mail
Yeah.
Friday from
Yeah.
my boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the trailer. Yeah.
So get your muscle sticker. Also, if you guys watched our Driving with Stoney Stone or my old farts fishing, I talked about driving without license plates. We got pulled over the other night, or the other day,
The other morning, yeah.
to going fishing, and I didn't have license plates on my truck because my wife ordered personalized plates for my birthday back in June,
Mhm.
and they still hadn't come in yet. Well, our registration had to come up due, so we paid the registration.
Mhm.
It came in with the new license plate number on it, but I don't have the new license plate yet. So I'm like, well, do I run the plates? Do I not run the plates? Because technically the plates I have
Or
don't
legal,
match. So
right. You
I'm
get
like,
pulled over for that.
Right. So I just took them off. And I went to DMV, talked to them. They gave me a little red sticker to put in my window. Well, my truck's got black windows. You can't see that sticker. So I just threw it in a little glove box. I'm like, I ain't going to worry about it. So we're doing a nice landing. And
No,
we
we're
make
going
this,
to Boyd's Pump.
Boyd's Pump.
Yep.
And we make this turn, and there's 3 sheriff cars sitting there, 2 or 3 sheriff cars.
Wait on you.
Yeah.
Darren's like, I wonder what they're doing. I wonder if they're waiting for a raid. And I'm sitting there keeping my mouth shut going, motherfucker, I got no plates on.
I didn't recognize didn't even notice that he had any plates on his truck.
So we're driving along, and all of a sudden I see lights coming up behind me, and I'm like, I see some lights coming up there. Oh, they're probably gonna pull you over. I'm like, yeah, they are. I don't have any lights
So,
on.
by the way,
But his catching his voice. What? You don't have any plates?
by the way,
I'm like,
just so you know why, I know why they're gonna come and get us.
Yeah.
So we're driving a little bit longer, lights are getting closer and closer, and sure enough, there's nothing that warms up the inside of your truck more than those red lights that just come on and just light everything up.
Yeah.
But we pulled over, and the cool part was at the end of the whole traffic stop took like 3 minutes, literally.
Yeah.
And asked a few questions. I showed him some paperwork. He didn't even ask me for ID. Didn't even ask for my driver's license. Didn't ask Darren for anything. And the moral of the story is, even when you're wrong, which I'm still technical, I don't know if I was wrong or right, but regardless, don't act a fool.
You definitely weren't right though.
Hey,
I don't have a. I realized
And
a week ago I don't have a. My trailer license plate is gone.
it's just gone.
but let's get back to this.
Oh
real
shit!
quick.
Hold on.
So he's got his new plates. You see where they're at.
They're still
They're not on his truck.
They just came in today. I just got them today.
I get mine. Because the first thing I do is run outside and put them on.
Exactly.
You're
Stoney
just looking for trouble.
I just got it today.
Looking for trouble. You want to get caught.
No, I'll be putting them on tomorrow. But yeah, my wife got new plates. I'm like, okay, I'm like trying to understand, but I guess it's supposed to say Stoney Stone.
It does say so.
There
Hold
you
on
go.
up.
There it is,
Yeah.
Stoney
Yeah,
Stone.
it says Tony Stone.
There it
Now,
is.
what's going to happen, Darren, you and I can put a little wager on this,
Oh.
right? Tony's going to get up in the morning, and he's going to be running late. And he's going to go,
I was gonna say that.
I'll put these in later on. He's going to
Yep.
throw them in the truck,
Yep.
and he's going to take off.
And it's going to take him another week or so.
Bad things are going to happen. Not that I wish something would happen,
No, I-
but it's
I
going to
would
be
think-
like, no, they're in here. And then you're going to
We'll
get one
take
of
a
those
picture
guys.
with
Yeah.
the plates on. Now, I don't like front plates on my cars. I've never, the whole time I've ever been driving, I've never put a front plate. Actually, I take that back. I had one truck that had a front plate, but every other car I've never had a front plate. Never got hassled. Now my brother, on the other hand, never ran a front plate, but he got pulled over every
Yeah.
time you can
don't
imagine
like-
for a front plate.
You don't watch social media, do you?
I do,
You do?
but I keep my front plate in the back seat.
But that won't matter.
So if I get
ever
pulled
an
over-
opportunity to get out of the car, does this sound familiar? The reason why I'm pulling you over is because you don't have a front license plate.
Yeah, it fell off.
And
It's
you
in
go
the back
say,
seat.
oh, here, I got it. Let me see your driver's license and registration. But I got it. Let me see your driver's license and
fine.
registration.
I got nothing to hide.
You're resist. Get out of the car. You're resisting that.
Calling
You're
ice.
not gonna get.
Yes, you
I
did.
didn't say it, but
You're reading-
you're not gonna get that opportunity. That's the
I
climate.
like
That's
flirting with the
climate.
law.
Yeah,
Like see, the thing is, I have nothing to hide. That's my thing. Is I'm squeaky
A
clean.
lot
I
of
got
people
nothing.
don't, but you don't.
Until you do.
You do.
You're
Yeah.
guilty until proven
Yeah.
innocent. So you look. Oh, we just got somebody that matched your description.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
a funny story is when I was younger, my brother and I, he's my stepbrother. He's white as white can be. So here he's a white guy, a Mexican guy. He ended up buying this. It was back in the '80s. He had this Volkswagen Scirocco that he ended up buying.
Okay.
So we were cruising around town, and he only had it like a day or two. Well, we're in Sunnyvale, going like Sunnyvale Mall, and all of a sudden we're surrounded by cops. I mean, there's 2 cops in front of us, 3 in back. I mean, there's just cops everywhere. Well, get your hands up! Oh, they're like guns drawn and everything. The sad part is, I'm sitting here like this. I'm looking at my brother. He's looking at me, and we're both looking at each other like, "What did you do?"
It had to be
Oh,
you.
exactly right. He's looking at me like I did something. I'm looking at him like he did something. Neither one of us did anything.
Right.
It just that whole thing is, oh, we got somebody that matched your description. I'm like
Yep.
a white guy and a Mexican guy and a red Scirocco. What are the odds?
What are the
right?
odds? Yeah.
But again, this is back in the '80s. They let us go. Searched everything was good, but it was just so.
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide. I just
Okay.
I'll be on my way. But these will go on tomorrow. I'm debating whether I'm gonna put a front one on or not.
I don't believe you.
But I'll have the front one on in the back seat. But
Yeah.
I just don't like front plates.
You should
Never have.
realize that the older we get, as people, and men in particular, you start looking at the what ifs.
What is? Why draw attention when you don't need to?
You don't.
Exactly.
We don't
Yeah.
take chances on anything, right?
Mhm.
Normally,
This is true.
right?
Normally.
We kind of try to toe that line because there's just not only so much at stake, your time
Yes,
is
time.
worth
I
so
could be,
much more than anything else.
don't wanna be
right?
late.
It's like, do I need? Because it's gonna be that time where you're in a hurry somewhere.
going to a fishing tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that
hold on,
guy's
now I'm
gonna
late.
be an ass. So where are you going? And then you don't. Then of course me. None of your business. That's the worst thing I want to do. I know it's the worst thing I should do, but hey,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So
Where you going? I'm going
know
that
better.
way.
You
Where
know
you coming
better.
from?
You know better.
That way.
Put them on.
I will
Be
put them
responsible.
on. Be
Yeah.
responsible. Now I gotta be responsible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do better. Stone.
Do better. There you go.
Just do
Follow
better.
your own advice.
Yeah,
Just do better. No, I
Just
will.
do better. And
Anyway.
become an adult.
Fishing.
Yeah, fishing. Exactly.
Fishing.
Found out. Talked to my doctor today. My back doctor. Been talking about this. My back pain.
He's gonna get the addictomy.
I'm gonna get the addictomy. But
2.5 seconds to soak that one in first.
apparently, it's not going to be as just quick as I thought. It is pretty invasive, apparently. So I figure out what all that means. Still trying to digest it, but it looks like it's a pretty major surgery. 3 to 4 months recovery. And he even specifically asked me what I did for a living. I said, well, I do. Eric does real estate photography. I just manage him.
Yeah.
But, I do a lot of fishing videos and, fishing, all this other stuff. He says, well, for at least 3 to 4 months, you will not be on a boat at all. I'm like, great.
That's just what they tell you.
Stoney's boat is for rent.
No, but
But that's just what they tell you.
that's what they tell me.
You
But
know,
I'm still.
Don't listen to Darren. Don't listen to Darren.
The old
Darren was
farts-
out and he was supposed to be down and out, and he was hard headed.
The
yeah.
Old Farts fishing team will
better.
continue. We will still register for tournaments. We are still entering now. It's still Anthony and me as a team. It's a 3-man team. I don't have a third person. It's open. So for those months that I'm out, we will still have our team. I just won't be physically on the boat. And we will only fish with 2 people. I am the third person. I just physically can't be there because of this situation. Now I just got to run that by our tournament director and say, Jake, are we good with that? Because we're still only fishing with 2. I'm just not physically going to be able to do it, but I plan on being there.
Run down to Home Depot and get a third, or
Well, technically, I am the third. I'm not physically on the boat. But Anthony might get a
You
Home
have any
Depot
prospect?
partner.
I mean, you have anybody you're looking at? Because obviously it's fun, but
it's fun, but-
you still need a very qualified person.
So we've done fishing with Willie Mays with Triple X Blood.
Triple
He's
X
definitely
fishing.
somebody that we can pull on. JR, JR Junior has definitely been with us. So there's another one, and we've been known to take some random freaking blackjack dealer with us too. So I've taken kids. I've taken even Aaron. His partner bailed on him one time, and I threw him on my boat. So. So we'll make it work, but we're not out. I'm just a little bit of a setback, and got to get my health back in line and get this back pain gone. Anthony's scene on the boat is I'm cutting trip short. I can't sit. I can't.
yeah.
And he sees it. He's like, dude, we just got to go. I'm like, yeah.
So are you going to, in Men's Health, let's say it, are you going? It's something serious. I mean,
No, it's serious.
We like to joke around and stuff like that about health, but we're not young.
No.
Right? And this kind of stuff can be debilitating.
Life-changing.
It can be very
Life-changing.
debilitating if you're not careful. So
So I definitely got to take it serious. One of the things I got to, people that have followed me for a long time, I got to do the weight loss thing. I've been up and down. I've plateaued a little bit on where I need to be, but I need to lose, honestly, 40 pounds, 50 pounds.
and now you can't exercise. You can't.
That's
do
what
a
the
lot of
doctor said
business
today.
things, so
It's-
now it's all about food.
Exactly. So it's portion control, and it sucks because my wife is an amazing cook, and
Yep,
we
she
love
is.
to eat and drink, and so it means less alcohol.
I'll bring you a walker.
I
Yes.
have.
I bring a watermelon.
'cause you're
No,
not-
walker.
Oh, you said a
You're not
walker.
gonna make
No.
it. Because you're not
No.
gonna make it. You're already preparing for your downfall.
He's already gonna get your walker.
You're not gonna make it.
No, because I've had back surgery.
Yeah.
So I had back surgery about 7 years ago, and I needed a walker
Oh,
for the first 2 weeks
Yeah.
to get around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've got a walker at home for you. Don't go buy one.
All right, I got to walk.
Yeah.
Anybody else got donations?
Right? Hey,
Well,
seriously.
before we get off into the more lighter stuff here, so I 5-6 years ago was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, right? And the only thing that I said, and at the time I was 220 pounds. I wasn't big, right, at all.
Right.
And I
You're tall, too,
I used
so.
to be 255 pounds, and I went through insanity with Beachbody. And God, I had a commercial. I did. Yeah, look at 2014. Shameless plug.
Yeah, the commercial.
But I had to change my eating habits.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, it is one of the hardest things to do because it's not just you.
Oh yeah.
And that community of people, whether it be your friends, whether it be family, whether it be anybody, it has to be a joint effort or you cannot win. You can't. It's so hard to say no. Even though you see the results, right? That desire to have that good tasting food, it's hard.
Yeah,
So
and you experienced tonight. My wife's amazing cook.
Oh my God!
She just,
yeah.
you know, it's just so it's going to be hugely about portion control. It's going to be
Absolutely.
about when I eat, what I eat.
Yeah.
and
Start
eating
walking.
So I'm also
Walking
going
helps.
to, I'm also going to tell you if you need some motivation or some stuff, call me. Because
Okay.
I've been through, dude. I'm telling you, I've been through it. I still go through it because as a type 2, I have to watch everything
Yeah.
that I eat, and it's a disciplinary thing. And sometimes you can relax, but most of the time you got to be on your P's and Q's. So I want you to be around for a little while.
Oh, I appreciate
Right?
that. Me too.
Yeah.
So I need you to.
I just don't want to be vegetable.
I need you to keep making these.
That's a good segue. So we got Richard here to talk about the Channel Cat Classic. He's got some new
Channel Cat
merch that he
Classic.
has.
So,
he's
yeah.
wearing right now.
So I had these made here. Shout out to Stoney and his production people, especially his wife, who decided that she was going to make sure these were perfect, and she did. This material is so. I have another shirt underneath here, but this material is so light and so airy and so wickery. It's just this is such a comfortable hoodie. It's got a hood.
Keeps you warm and cool. That's the other cool
Yeah,
part.
it's really, really nice. Shout out to Rhonda, my wife. She came up with this logo and this statement here. I think it's great. Just another one of the things we're putting on for the Catfish Channel Classic. For next year, the merch is available. Medium, large, extra large. Right now, $35. Hit me up 916-257-8076. Or you can get me on Facebook, or you can get on Facebook Channel Cat Classic. Just hit me up.
TikTok,
On TikTok too, everywhere.
YouTube.
How many colors are you gonna get it in?
Right now,
You want
I'm
it black?
here. I wanted the black one.
Okay.
And
You got some tan shirts.
I have the tan shirts, but one of the reasons why I went black is because when we're out there catching fish, it's going to hide a lot of the gooey gooeys, right, for a little while. So
For a little while. I had
if
some
we
gray
get-
ones, and
Yeah.
it's already stained up like crazy.
Yeah, I have Sony's got he did a sample of the green one, which I really like as well. So we may talk about keeping the green one as well because it's got the other logo on it. But this is so comfortable. It really is. I really like it. So get yours. Channel Cat Classic is coming March. March. Should I say March?
March.
Yeah.
April 25th and 26th of 2026. Registration will open in 7
days.
Nice.
7 days. We'll be ready to launch this thing out and get ready to go. So I'm excited.
So make sure you follow the Channel Cat Classic on Facebook.
Yeah.
All the information will be there. Registration form, flyers, all the information you need to know.
Everything you need to know. There is
Beautiful.
a flyer there, and when you do sign up, there is a document that you need to fill out. It's got a bunch of information that we need to follow all the rules. Most important one of the things, your fishing licenses, your boater card, those are mandatory. They are not voluntary. They are mandatory to have for this particular tournament because of its because of the seriousness of the tournament. We want to make sure everybody is safe and very well educated on boater safety, and also we're looking at those things very seriously. All right.
Yep.
Lots more details in the coming week when we let out the registration here. So be prepared. I'm excited.
It's exciting.
What's the actual date?
April 20th,
No. When the date registration opens?
15th.
15th.
October 15th.
15th.
So watch for that
is
blast to
when
come out.
I will send out. I'll send out a flyer that's going to have the same information that the Save the Date tournament flyer came out, but it is going to have QR codes for registration, document that you need to fill out, and payment options. So
Okay.
if you're not comfortable with the payment options of online, and there are a lot of people who don't like the payment options
I'm gonna
online,
write a check.
just call me, right? Just call me and let me know if I need to meet you somewhere, or we need to think about other options, but every option is available. So
There you
get to it.
Yep.
So
It'll be
next
exciting.
year, catfishing at Clear Lake is
It's
gonna
gonna be
crazy
on
because
fire.
you've got at least 5 tournaments that Jake's doing.
Yes.
6, I think, maybe if you count the championship.
Yeah.
You got the Catfish Channel Cat Classic. You got the Derby that goes on every year
Yes.
there. You got Lakeport Bait and Tackle talking about doing something. You
Right.
got Chris Wheeler doing the Clash of the Titans.
Titans.
Don't know how many he's going to be doing or what's going on there, but he's another player in the tournament world. That's just the catfishing. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and Chris Wheeler's tournament, and you just wait for his dates. Or his dates are coming out too. His is a 2-day as well.
Yep, he's doing it too.
Yeah, he's got a 2-day coming up. So the catfishing scene out at Clear Lake is going to be monumental next year.
Now,
And,
before you guys all get up in a bunch, oh my God, there's too many tournaments. There's too many tournaments. So last year, when this came up, when Jake was doing the 6
Mhm.
tournaments and people were freaking out about the tournaments, I went and looked at all the tournaments at Clear Lake. There was 96 bass tournaments,
Yep.
and
Yep.
that wasn't even counting the crappie tournaments,
Right.
the carp tournaments,
Right.
catfish tournaments. But
Yeah.
when we were putting on 6 tournaments and there's 96 bass tournaments,
Mhm.
I mean, come on. I think that Lake's gonna support it. Are we stressing them? I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think-
no,
I
well,
think-
We catch and release. We put
I
them
think-
back.
So
With
if
the
you look
lakes,
at-
I think with this many tournaments, I think there's just going to need to be a little more focus on care for your fish.
Yeah,
Yes.
and my tournament is going to really focus on that with the design that we have for making sure fish stay alive. And unfortunately, there will be some penalties for dead fish, and there we have a very electronic way to monitor whose fish is whose fish. So more to come on that as well.
Oh, it's getting
But
technical.
Yeah.
in 2022, if you think about it, you had the Kings of Clear Lake tournament, right? You also had the Goodfellas tournament.
Yeah.
That was still going on, right?
Yeah.
So you still had an abundance of tournaments that were going on.
Yes.
And Jake came in on the back end of 23. Am I correct?
That's about right.
So we've had the assortment of tournaments out there. They just weren't getting as much exposure as they are now because guys are really putting emphasis on, because guys were going out and fishing and doing it in 2s and 3s and 4s, right? But now we're making it more of a competition, and the more you have, just like you said before, it's options. You have so many
You have a lot
more
of options.
options on where either your price point is or where your time is, or if you want to take a vacation with the family, you have a place to go camp in or whatever. You can make it a family event with some of the 2 days, or if you just want to go in and dash for cash, you still got that opportunity 6 days, 6 times out of the year. So I think more is better.
Absolutely, he has a lot of opportunity. I mean, that's kind of like the whole, when you think about commerce and business, right?
Yeah.
It's like, why do you think there's a gas station on every corner in the 4 corners? There's 4 gas stations or 4 restaurants. You got a Burger King, a Wendy's, a McDonald's, all in the same corner, because that's what commerce does.
Choices.
That's competitiveness,
Choices.
right? So
Right.
you have choices.
Yep.
So you're going to find the one that resonates, and you're going to do those, or you're going to be addicted to fishing, and you're going to try to fish all of them, and you're going to go broke doing it. But as long as you're having fun doing it,
Right. Yeah, YOLO.
I think for me, I think that's one of the biggest things though with the growing fish tournaments for catfish is just the awareness that it is coming up, and along with it is the care for the fish.
yes.
Because that if we don't care for those fish, these tournaments aren't going to last long.
Yeah, and as a collective, you guys, we have made a conscious effort. We don't even fish spawning times anymore.
Yeah.
Guys have decided amongst everybody. It's not this. Oh, there's nobody's doing a tournament in June or mid-July. Let me go get in. It's like, no, there's a reason why we're not doing that.
Right.
And guys are following suit to preserve that. Even some of the guides have stressed that situation, right? Let's not do it during this time. Now, we'll see what happens when it actually comes to time.
Right.
But they still got to make their money. And that's why I think some of these guides should be well versed in all species, right?
Right.
Because crappie out there are in abundance and they spawn all year, right? So you can switch from the crappie switch from the catfish who are in beds. You don't want to be sitting and soaking on them. You can go out and do their crappie. The bass, I don't have to say anything about the bass population in Clear Lake. It's the bass capital of the state. So there's a lot of money still to be made as a guy. You just got to hone your skills.
Yeah.
Right.
And stay out of the way of the bass holes.
Stay out of the way. Basically. Yeah.
So it's exciting to see the sport
Yeah.
growing and
Absolutely.
people getting involved, and it's just a transition time, I think, where catfishing is getting a lot of visibility. Before we had salmon open, it was getting a lot more attention. Sturgeon, is shut down theoretically because you can't. It's catch and release
can't
only.
harvest, yeah.
So people want to go catch some big fish, and catfishing is starting to get exciting,
Yeah.
and I think people are enjoying it. And I think we're doing a really good job. As everybody's like the word that Richard used that I like is collective. People are starting to work together, not against each other. You all have different ways you want to do it, and it's okay to be different. And we just work together to have a collective of guys that want to move the ball forward. So looking forward to it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The guys who are
That's fun.
putting on the tournaments, we're talking to each other, and nobody is trying to step on each other, and nobody is trying to outdo the other. We all want to be successful, right? And we all want our tournaments to be successful, and the niche is going to be the niche,
Yeah.
right? And my thing was, regardless if I have 60 boats or if I have 10, your experience is going to be the same,
Right.
right? And hopefully that transcends into people telling other people about it, and we get some guys that are out from the way to bring some more attention to the sport out here, because more is good and it's more for the community. I've always done this, not for myself and sponsoring some of these tournaments and all. It's the community, the fishing community, and also if we're helping the actual community of Clear Lake, that's even better, bringing more commerce to them too as well. So
Yeah, for sure. They definitely need it.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful up there too. I mean,
It is. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. I mean, you can go anywhere out here. I live in Stockton, and the Delta is 10 minutes from my house.
yeah.
They have catfish out there.
Oh yeah.
They have bass there. I do bass fishing out there. They have crappie out there. I'll drive 3 hours to fish Clear Lake for the same fish.
Right.
It's just because the experience is like no other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not even, if you ask anybody who fishes out there, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Right? So we just want to bring that type of energy year round to that place because it deserves it. It really does.
So we just
Yeah,
got to be
it is.
conserving the fish, do the right thing with the fish, and always think of the fish first.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yes,
I think I told you about how we were going to do that, did I? How we were going to
you
monitor
You
our
had mentioned
fish.
it. You'd mentioned it on one of the
Yeah,
podcasts.
should I?
he's like, should I?
Well, no, I'll say.
We got time.
So yeah, we're gonna. So with my tournament, we're actually gonna tag fish. Every boat is going to have a tag. So when you come to weigh your fish, your fish are gonna get tagged, and that tag has a number on it, and that number is gonna be written down and associated with your boat.
Love it.
And at any time during the tournament, until we close it out, that any of those fish come belly up somewhere, you're getting a penalty.
Wow,
I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
Because
And now, are the tags going to? Obviously, the tags going to be permanent in the fish.
the tag will fall off after eventually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking it would be kind of a neat little thing.
Trophy.
It could be
Yeah.
a trophy,
You
or
do a tag
you could
fish.
you
Yeah.
could do a tag fish type thing where you were doing some research with Fish and Game or something.
That could be true. I didn't think that far away. I know one of the Sippy Cup, they
There's some tags
tag
out
fish
there.
and fish, and there's
Yeah.
some prizes. that come with some of the fish. That
Has
they've
anybody
done.
turned in any of those to them? I don't think so.
I don't think so yet, but I know they have. So maybe Rick,
So they got
Rick or Judith can.
did this in Clear Lake?
Yeah.
Okay.
They tagged a
Okay.
bunch and had
During
some
the
prizes
Kings-
associated with
During
it.
the
Okay.
Kings tournament, there's a tagged fish out there somewhere worth some dollars.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
so I decided that we've seen a bunch of fish, not a bunch, I'm not going to say a bunch, we've seen some fish come up
Mm-hmm.
dead at the weigh-ins enough hours later or whatever, even though they have, they swam off or whatever,
Right.
they, went down, but they didn't survive.
Yeah.
And there's just going to be a penalty for that. There just will. I mean, I'm not going to disqualify the entire fish, but right now the option is half the fish's weight.
Okay. And how are you going to do the releases of the fish? Are the fishermen's going to be responsible to release their own fish? Are you going to have a release boat or?
I haven't figured that one out yet. Because I want to, if my boat is available and I'll be there, my boat will be there. And if there needs to be a guys getting the fish out, then I'll use my boat to take them out. But yeah, I don't want to release them right at the dock.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
That's I think one of my biggest things that I've seen with the catfish bash is we're all releasing them right there.
Right there. Yeah.
And we're seeing, as far as myself, I'm seeing less fish caught in the places we normally catch them. And I think it's because we are taking those fish away from there and not bringing them back to where we release them. I know some of the bigger bass tournaments, they do make them release back where they caught them.
Yeah. So there's a place, I can't remember the name of it right now, but they have it's an app that actually, and they're still working on it. I actually have it, but it didn't work right for me. That it's a little orange ball. I told you about it. The little orange ball that you sit next to the fish, you take a picture of it, and it actually does a calculation of the fish's weight, the girth, the length,
wow.
and
Okay.
gives you the pounds of the fish.
Oh, nice.
So if that ever gets off,
where you're
that
thinking.
fish goes back in the water right where
then,
it is.
yeah.
It drops the location of where the fish was caught, time, and everything. So
I
it's
like
just
that.
almost
Almost
like
do
the
like
tour.
a virtual.
It's
a
almost
virtual
like the Tourney
tournament.
X, almost
Yeah.
like the Tourney X stuff. So, but
Yeah.
it has to get accurate because we
Right.
did a fish like that. It was a 15-pound fish, and it said it was 1.5 pounds.
Okay.
Right. So.
Well, but was it a fisherman's story or?
Who was right? The
No, it was actually we weighed the fish,
Yeah.
and then we took the app and we took the little ball and set it next to it, and you have to go in and say what type of fish was it, right? And it's supposed to do this calculation. It did actually measure within 1/8 of an inch
Oh, right.
how long the fish was and how wide it was. It just
Nice.
didn't get the
weight
didn't
right,
get the weight right.
Okay.
So I don't know if that app is still in production at all, so I'll have to look at it again.
Yeah, that'd be
If
interesting.
that comes out, that's a game changer as well.
Yeah.
So,
Sweet.
Yeah, 'cause then the fish stay right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right where you caught them. That would
Yeah.
be great.
So it looks like our live feed worked.
All right.
We did go live to Facebook. So mission accomplished.
Perfect.
Thank you guys for being part of it.
Questions? Anybody got questions?
There's not a whole lot of people that I saw on there watching, which is normal for live stuff until we get a following.
Right.
Yeah.
But I am looking for feedback from people. Did you like the live thing better or the Zoom thing? From my standpoint, it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
we're
I
doing
wonder
our
how
thing.
many people are stuck on Zoom right now. Being loaded in.
I didn't even kill it. I didn't kill the Zoom.
You didn't
I
kill
did-
the Zoom?
No. Well, if they're watching, they're gonna know. Ken
Yeah.
was the only one who called, so
Right.
he was on
Yeah.
for a minute. I don't know how long he stayed, but we're gonna try doing more of this. We do have new software we're playing with, and it does have the capability to add some cool stuff, effects, and stream live to multiple places.
Nice.
So I'm definitely working on that. But if you want to be a guest, definitely hit me up. You just send me a message, call me
Just
on my
show
phone. Just show up, like Aaron Richards. Just show up. Hey, I'm showing up.
I came in hungry and everything. I got fed. It was great.
So do I.
Yeah, it works.
We try to make it good.
Yeah.
Make it good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to be a guest, you have a product to sell or some fishing stories to tell, or you're a guide and want to talk about your guide business, it's interesting with the guides is I got a lot of guides that come through, and some love to tell what they're doing, and some don't want anything about
Yeah.
where they're going, what they're doing, how they're doing. They want to keep
Right.
it secret,
Yeah.
and that's okay. Everybody
Yeah.
has the way to do it, but I've got other guides that want to get the word out, new guides. I'm definitely seeing a trend with the guides. You've got the old school guides that have been doing it forever, and you've got the young kids coming
Young,
in
up and
that
coming.
that are up and coming. And it's interesting is the younger ones are really into the social media game and wanted to to promote that way. And the old school guys are, I ain't showing shit to nobody. I ain't showing my
I
spots.
would have thought it would be the opposite way because the older guys they've caught their
Yeah.
they've seen it all. Why are you just like I don't
It's-
care,
and-
right?
and
But
you do
they-
have a-
it's about a livelihood too.
Yeah,
so.
a lot of them, they haven't bought into the social media thing, but it
Yeah.
is kind of interesting, the different approaches. We've been with guides that want to do all the work for you. So you're there and they hand you a rod. And to me, that's not fishing. But they want to put fish in the boat, so they're very particular about how they do it. There's other guides that are like, hey, you tell me what you want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's just, as a guide, I would say just know your clientele, know what you're getting, give them an experience. That's what it boils down to. At the end of the day, whether you catch fish or not, is they want to leave knowing they had a good experience, whatever that means to them.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part as a guide, is you got to figure out, what does that mean to them? Was it catching
Yeah.
fish? Or was it
Yeah.
drinking beers? Or what was it, right? What made a positive experience?
Shout out to the guides out there all over the place. Kevin Brock and even Steve out there at Clear Lake and Kevin Williamson and the guys are out there, trying
It's the guys trying to hustle.
and make a living, or not even make a living, or make some money, or show guys how to fish and all that. I mean, it takes a lot of patience,
Oh, yeah.
and it takes a lot of knowledge on what you're doing. So, shout out to those guys. for
And it's
doing that.
very
I just couldn't do it.
competitive. The pricing, there's guys that can do it cheaper. There's guys who feel, it used to be what I've been told that there was kind of an unspoken code that you are going to charge the same price. Well, that's not reality.
No.
So you're seeing guys that charge less, guys that charge more, and it becomes a very controversial topic on what is
Right.
a fair rate. But I can't. I mean, now I've been experienced this a little bit. You
Yeah.
got the full time guides that are probably going to charge a little bit more. There's guys who are just trying to figure it out that are going to charge less. But there's also there's the legal guides, there's the illegal guides, there's the ones who have their captain's license versus just a guide license. And so all I gotta say is, if you're going to go with a guide, know what you're getting into, know what the prices are, and understand the risks that you're going into. You're getting on somebody's boat.
Yeah.
Could be a lake, could be an ocean, could be. Just make sure that you're going, knowing who you're going with, and do they have insurance? Are they? You never know what's going to go wrong. There's a lot to it, and
some of the guys, it's what they want to make your experience now. And I'll even use this is bass. I went out with Christian Ostrander. He's a stick out there on the Delta, bass fishing, and he took me and my buddy Reggie out in the wintertime last year. And that guy, he knows where the spots are. He knows how to catch fish, and he was so informative on how and what techniques that he could have kept that to himself. But he wanted us to catch fish, and we caught him. And sometimes it's all about why you're taking a guide, right? Are you taking a guide to gain the knowledge to do it yourself, or you taking the knowledge, or you taking the trip to enjoy yourself, and the only way you're gonna go out and do this again is with a guide again, right? And even though I know how to bass fish, I would go out with Christian again. Matter of fact, I called him and he didn't pick up the phone, but I know he's been busy, so I want to go back out with him. But the experience, you just can't. You can't match it. You just can't match it. So,
and I think a lot of guys like myself and Stoney and you as well that are fishermen. That we fish a lot.
Yeah.
We go on guides to learn.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I pay attention. I pay attention to what they're
I know
doing,
everything
how
I
they're
know.
tying the knots, what length their leaders are, what size weights they're using. I'm looking at all that.
Like a sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that again.
Yep.
Do that again.
do it again.
Asking questions and
And the one thing I don't, and people say, "Oh, you just snap your waypoint." It's like, I don't need to do that, but I know where we're at. It's not like you blindfolded me out
exactly.
here. I've been here before,
Yeah.
right?
But there's so much that goes into that, though, right? And I've been guilty to snap those waypoints and stuff. But there's so much knowledge that they have on. and you have that waypoint, but you
Yeah.
know.
You on the ledge or you
On
not
the
on
ledge, you know the time of day,
exactly.
you know the time of year,
Yeah.
you know the water temperature,
Tide
you know
and-
all those things play
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
To where you could, and I've done it where I've gone, oh yeah, we caught here. Well, I didn't catch. Well, why? Well, it was in the morning instead of the afternoon, or it was a full moon. Not a, I mean,
it's slack
so
time.
many-
What
yeah,
are you
exactly.
doing out here, right? Yeah.
So I go, like Darren said, it is to learn, but also, for me, it's about supporting the local businessmen.
Absolutely.
The small business owners, all these guys that are guides are small business. So
Yeah.
I want an experience. I want to go, and for me, it's enjoyable because I don't have to take
You
my
have to
boat
do
out. I
anything.
just go out and have a
You
good
have to do
time
anything.
and bring my lunch. And
Boats are expensive.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
it is. People don't
Very
realize.
expensive.
And Stoney actually had a chance to catch fish. The
Guide, right? Somebody putting his hood with his bait on, everything, right?
You sit there like a princess. Just
Yeah.
pamper me, please.
Sometimes.
You reel it in for me too. I just want to take pictures.
Right. That's how we feel when we go out to Alaska. They're very hands on and they put you on the fish, and it's just a whole different experience where they teach you, how to catch them, and then they're just there to help you
Right.
with your experience. Right? It's
Nice.
fishing is a wonderful thing.
It
It
is.
really is.
Yeah.
There's nothing really like it.
No.
I really got to get out to Clear Lake again. I got to.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Been a couple months for me.
We said we got to go out there on a Sunday, whatever, dude. We got to go out there and just
Yeah.
hang out. And,
Just hang out and catch some fish.
do a
for sure.
1B1B1. You all three of us, we get out
Little
there.
coffee can, just
Yeah.
$5, bragging rights,
Right.
something.
Yeah.
Set it up.
I'm 1-0.
Photo on the wall.
Yeah.
Photo on the wall. Yeah.
I'm the last time I got offered to go out and in the contest. I'm undefeated right now. So
Oh,
yeah, I got Snag 'em and
I
Kid.
feel that's a
Oh,
challenge coming up now.
I drug them through the mud. Yes. Oh,
So when if you ever watch Street Outlaws, right?
Yeah.
And this is where I kind of came up with Catfish Wars. I was
Right.
watching some of the those reality shows of like Street Outlaws or Deadliest Catch. And the thing I like about Street Outlaws though is they've got the call outs.
Yeah.
So they're gonna call somebody
Call
out.
somebody,
I think
yeah.
we need to start doing that a little bit with
Yeah.
Catfish
I
Wars.
am.
Is we're doing the
I am.
tournaments, we're doing this, and you fish. But I think there should be a call out. Like I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna call Richard out, and we're
There you
gonna
go.
come up with a
That's-
date and.
Yeah.
And go out and put, it doesn't have to be big money. It could be $10, $5, whatever you guys feel
It could be
comfortable with. It
$1.
could be $1,
It
right?
could
Yeah.
be $1. That dollar is worth more than anything,
It'll
right?
frame it.
And I will drag you for
Oh,
months if I win.
so I see
I will come on this podcast every day.
every day. I think
Remember
we
when?
With a belt. I have a belt.
we need to get a Catfish Wars call out.
There you go.
Catfish
Yeah.
Wars call out.
Yeah.
We can do a whole call out section next week right before the tournament.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to call out any individual
Those
person
side
going
bets?
into
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
so
some people
I already
on my
called
sides.
out Darren for the Mendocino. I'm calling Darren out. I'm gonna do it right
I'll
now.
do it. I'll do
We're putting on it $5.
it. Okay.
I'm
$5
calling,
bucks.
I call out Sippy
I'll do it.
because I know he's not going to be there. I know they're not going to be there,
Darren.
so I'm going to win.
Yeah.
Regardless if I catch
And
a fish.
I-
You got
I'm going
forfeit if
in,
you're not there.
I'm going in Thursday to get my epidural done in my back.
Uh-oh.
So hopefully it works
feel
for
good.
me, and I'll be feeling good
You'll
when
be feeling
that
good.
There
tournament
you
comes
go.
around.
Be real relaxed.
Yeah, because the last one is when my back was jacked up. I missed the Mendocino one last time because my back was jacked.
That's the
I
story.
couldn't even make it.
I keep hearing it.
Well, because I paid though.
You did pay.
You know,
You did
there's not
pay.
too many
You
people
made
that
your,
are gonna pay.
made
and
your
say, yeah.
donation and didn't
Yeah.
show up, but hey, we
Oh,
appreciate your
okay.
sponsorship.
I have one more thing. Be prepared. I can't let too much out, but
We're gonna have him on.
Are you going to have him on?
We are.
Okay,
I
cool.
talked
I'm
to
gonna
him
leave it
earlier,
alone.
but-
I'm
yeah.
so excited, dude. I am so excited. You
When's
know
that
what I'm
coming
talking
out?
about.
When's it coming out?
I don't know yet.
All
I don't know
right.
yet.
So
but
we will
I
get
am
Snag 'em and Bag 'em on.
So excited.
Got some new product
Yeah.
drop coming.
So I've already got a line of stuff that's out with Snag 'em, Mag with Snag 'em Bag 'em has done for me, and these things work. They're bass stuff, right? I've got a jerkbait. I've got some the A rigs that I use for stripers as well. But he's got some stuff in the works right now that I am so excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that stuff to come out. So
We got to get him on to
Yeah.
make an announcement. and-
keep him in the sights, dude. He's doing big things. He's making some big moves.
Yep.
Big moves.
So I asked him to talk about a little bit of that. So
Yeah.
as soon as he can tell us what's going on, but he has some announcements coming.
Yeah.
We just ordered a bunch of. They're almost like halibut rigs, but they're designed for pike minnows. For our pike minnow setup with the rig we're using. And so Anthony just bought like 10 of those, but they work great for the pike minnows.
And
The
you're
way we
using
train.
those pike minnows for the bass, for the stripers.
Oh yeah, we'll go out there and target and go
And
catch
those
a
pike
bunch of
minnows
those.
are
And
big.
they can get
they can get big.
Are you?
Nope.
Nope.
You put them back on live. Throw them out live. And let them
We're
swim.
using anywhere from 6 to 10 inch.
That's a
yeah.
that's a big pike.
So we
minnow.
had one. I'm like, dude, this pike minnow's too big. Ain't you get it? Dude, we got the biggest
Smashed it.
striper we ever caught. It was
they
last
don't-
year.
They don't discriminate.
It was about this
Yeah.
time last year when we started hooking a striper. So that's why we started striper fishing, and we got one last weekend. And so we're gonna continue and try this technique out, but it works. We know
Oh,
it
yeah.
works well,
Been using
and we
it for
get
years.
Yeah.
some big.
That's how.
That's how I
he's
cut
got
that.
my.
You've seen the then and now on my
Oh, yeah.
Facebook.
That
Yeah.
big one.
13 years ago, same method. Been using it for years.
And I use the only thing I use for my stripers is the A-rig. That's the only. I don't put anything else out there, and we do well.
Yeah.
We do very well. And
There's-
now that I have my own,
There's a big difference between the A rigs because you're trolling for the
Yeah.
striper when you're doing that.
you're sitting and
Whereas
soaking.
yeah, you're just sitting and soaking your bait and that thing
Yeah.
takes off screaming.
So I like the pike minnow. We'll put it out there, and,
You can see it.
sometimes you'll put a
we call
little
it
weight on
the
it.
pike minnow dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that rod tip will just start. You'll watch your rod, and
he's
it's
like,
moving like this. It's kind of. Then all of a sudden, it's like. Then all of a sudden, it's like woo, and then it's just rip and drag. It's
Yep.
so
Oh,
cool to
man.
watch and
Yeah,
fold.
it's
That takedown is just there's nothing
Amazing.
like it. There's nothing like
It
it
just starts
takedown on a
screaming.
fish.
I want to see when it
Yeah.
starts smoking. I want to see that reel that starts smoking.
Oh, my thumb started smoking a little bit on that one a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that one was nice. Hey, I want to get out there and do it. Like I said, I fish for them all the way through December.
Really,
So yeah,
I gotta get.
these stripers. It's funny because people don't think about it, but these striper learn. These striper learn that in the late or early winter, they start releasing these salmon.
Okay,
So
and they
these
come out
stripers
and
are
start
coming
chewing on
up
the salmon.
to figure out, okay, now they're this time of year they start releasing them. So
Huh.
these striper learn.
Well, and you see
Yeah.
the post I did when Anthony caught that little striper, and I tell people we purposely catch the little striper because we want to train them to get used to that hook. So when they get big, they know that
Yeah.
this is safe. I can catch it. They're just gonna let me
Right,
go.
yeah.
So we catch all those small ones with
Yeah.
the purpose. Oh, we let them. We take care of them.
Yeah, let
make them
somebody
feel
stick a
good.
hook in your finger and see if you remember it and
Yeah.
don't do it again.
Give them some food. Give them feed them some more food, and massage them a little bit, and then let them go.
Yeah.
Love and tug.
That's why.
Love.
That's just because that's all you can catch. Come on now.
No, we gotta train them.
And when you're even when you're trolling for striper, even the little ones feel big.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
control the pike minnow.
Yeah, it's
We'll
just
drift
such
down, just like bouncing a minnow, but we just do it with the
Yeah.
pike minnow and
Yeah.
cover more water. And dude, when it hits, it's
We
Well,
can go slower than we
The
do.
next thing you gotta do when you're using your A rigs and stuff is put your planer boards out.
I have.
Yeah.
Now the reason why I don't do it often is because where I fish, it's a channel that's probably 100 feet across, right? So
Okay.
if I put the planer boards
You're
on,
blocking
somebody
your
comes through there, yeah, they're
40,
going to tear
50
up my
feet of
stuff,
it.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I don't do
Okay.
it.
I
I
did it-
have, and then I realized, this
Yeah.
guy's coming through with this, big old wake boat, and
I did it a couple of years
done.
ago when I was out trolling in the Delta,
yeah,
and I was catching all my fish on the planer board. The ones
All
behind
right.
the boat, I wasn't catching anything, but the planer board, I was catching fish. Boom, boom, boom.
I gotta use more of those on the river.
Yeah.
it's fun. It
Yep.
is. It's fun. Roman, we got to get out. It's time to go to striper fishing. I've got some.
Oh yeah.
Be out of town for a couple of weeks, and
All right.
work is getting in the way of my social activities.
Me too.
Right.
I hate it.
Well, we're at the top of the hour. Man,
Yeah.
that went by quick.
It's fun.
Yep.
Real shout out. I want to say this podcast is sponsored by REPS Photography, Stoney's Photography. That makes all this stuff happen. As well as our other little sponsors we have, like Kevin Brock and Hook 'em Big and Hammer Down, Amazing Fishing. Who else? I forget anybody else. Standard Issue Fishing Team,
Yeah.
Bullfires Fishing,
Channel Cat Classic,
Channel Cat Classic,
Catfish Bash.
Hook Big. I said Hook Big.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys provide products and advertising, all kinds of cool stuff. But let us know what you thought of the live feed. We're going to keep trying to do this, and definitely reach out to Richard to get some merch for the Channel Cat Classic, and we will see you next week. But I also have Kevin's podcast on Thursday, which we're going to try to do this again on Thursday. Do the live feed with Kevin Brock. So check out that one and get some words of wisdom from Kevin. Any final words before we sign off?
No, what's today?
Today's Monday the 6th.
Yep.
Today's the 6th? Oh, I was gonna say I could have made the Channel Cat drop on the podcast, but it's too late. It's
Too late.
It won't be on
It's all
there.
right.
It's on 15th.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weekend after, maybe we'll see what's
We'll
going on and see how it
sounds
goes. So yeah,
All right.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
See you next week. Or
Stay safe on the water.
appreciate it. Thanks.